think we're live. I think we're ready to go. Whew. Hey guys, thank you for watching us, if you're joining us. We really appreciate everyone being here this Monday. It's a weird one. It's definitely, I'm at a loss for words. I think we both are, and we're really thankful that we have you guys in our little community that are supporting us and helping us through this. And we had so many people reach out to us. We were really on the fence about doing this today or figuring out what we're doing. We've been doing this channel and putting out videos consistently, and we just had like a super crazy day yesterday. If you were following social, you kind of have a little bit of a taste, but we just want to say what's up, guys, and thank you for being here first.
With being content creators, we take this seriously. We want to make this our career, obviously, and we need to be consistent. And I'm not usually very open about private matters. And when we explain to you guys what happened, we had a bunch of people reach out saying like you need to raise awareness. So if anybody's watching that like can help in any sort of way or wants to share this, please do. I didn't think this would be so hard. Sorry.
It's okay, man.
And we just weren't sure if we should do this because I didn't want it to seem like, oh my God, we're doing this to, I don't know. I just didn't want it to seem ill-intentioned. But, yeah. So, we had a dog, Gizmo. Oh God. Okay. Our dog, Gizmo, that we adopted. She was a senior dog. We adopted in COVID because I was working home alone at the time, and I've never been a dog or animal person. Ask Nick. I've like always hated animals.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
Literally. And I asked my my friend. I was like, listen, can you please find me an animal like that we can love, an older dog that's trained, whatever. And she found this sweet Gizmo, and we don't know what happened in her past life, and she was a bit of a traumatized dog, and she was always scared, and she only loved Nick and I. And,
Take your time.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm the type of dog owner that when we have Disneyland days or if we're out all day, I like to bring her to a sitter because I don't feel like I should leave her alone. She would cry, she'd get separation anxiety, and we would drop her off at a dog sitter. And basically, on Sunday, yesterday, we, got invited to go to the parks, and we were really excited, and I couldn't find a sitter, and a couple of my friends recommended Rover to me. And I remember back in the day when I had our original sitter, she came from Rover and we loved her. And yeah, so my friends recommended Rover. We downloaded the app. It had millions of great reviews. I didn't do any background research on like horror stories. I just didn't think of it. I was just like, people love dogs and they care for dogs, and it was a bit maybe naive.
It's okay, man.
So we found a woman on Rover that had over 370 reviews, and she had 5 stars, and I screened her and everything, and we dropped Gizmo off, and we went
to do what we normally do on the weekends. We were so lucky to be able to go to Disneyland. It's something that we put a priority into, and when we are gone, we do want to be responsible parents and make sure our dog is taken care after, and not just like any care, like the best care.
Yeah, we just want the best care, and
we were just trying to do what we thought was right. And you try to do the right thing, and you try to play by the rules and not take shortcuts. Like for us, it was like if we leave our dog home alone for 16 hours, we're at Disney, we're bad parents. We're neglecting the dog, so we wanted to drop her off.
And we dropped her off at this lady.
And we scanned this person. Like Ashley reviews everything, what kind of toilet paper but for like this, it was super particular.
And our dog had ACL surgery. She had a bum leg. She wasn't able to run. We let the lady know that when we dropped her off. She can't jump up and down furniture. She's a senior dog. She has a bum leg. I didn't think of needing to say anything else. I'm playing the shoulda, woulda, coulda game, and I know everybody's like, don't, like, what happened, but basically 2 hours into our day, we got a call from this dog sitter, and she said, hey, your dog runs so fast. And I go, excuse me? And she goes, your dog ran so fast away. And I'm like, I don't understand. My dog is a bad leg. She can't run fast. Like, what are you talking about? And she goes, well, I was trying to put your dog in the car to run errands and she ran away. And I go, why would you put my dog in a car without letting me know? That's so inappropriate. If we're paying you based off your great reviews to house sit our dog, why would you do that? And why wouldn't you call us to let us know? So Nick grabbed the phone and was like, what are you saying? And she's like, your dog's lost.
Yeah. We got the call. We were at DCA with our friends, and it was like a really crazy, I'm sorry. It was a really crazy twist. It goes from complete happiness and being on Toy Story Midway Mania and in that final room getting our final score to getting a final phone call about what was going on. This person, you know, I don't even want to get into this person, but the amount of just not caring or just like lack of urgency really freaked us out. So we got into an Uber. We ran to the Grand California to get an Uber back home, an hour the other way. And in this time period, we're not really getting any information. We're frantic. We're looking up everything. You know, we have a dog trip. We thought we could GPS this.
Yeah,
we had no idea about what was going on in real time. So being frantic, our first Uber driver gets there. We get in the car and he's like, oh, I can't take you to LA after we just waited 45 minutes. He's like, it's not worth it. We try to reason that we're in a frantic mode. We need to get there. Our dog is lost. And I'll never forget these words. It's like, it's not my problem. And I was just like,
it was babe, would you mind closing that? Because the sun is like in my, sorry. It was a weird, it just like turned for the worse. So we finally got an Uber. We're freaking out. We're on the 5 and we're in traffic and we're trying to figure out with this lady. And I'm like, did she have her collar on? And the lady was like, yeah, and she had a blue leash. Our dog's leash and harness are pink. And clearly she didn't have a leash on if she just jumped out of your arms. None of the woman's story made sense. My dog can't run. She has a bad leg. Why was she in your car? And then I get a phone call because Gizmo has a Mickey tag with my number, and we're in the car, and we get a call from a random number, and I'm like, hello, and she's like, hi, is this Gizmo's owner? And I go, yeah, this is her. And she goes, we found Gizmo. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God. And then the woman goes, she's dead. I'm really sorry. And she's like, I'm sorry to be so blunt, but I run a rescue center, and I want you to know that it was a one-stop shop, and she didn't experience any pain, and I picked her up, and we have her in a box, and you need to get here within the hour because I need to go to an appointment. And so his wonderful cousin and her husband.
I just want to back this up just a little bit.
Sorry, we're all over the place.
Ashley was like tweeting and Instagramming all in real time because when she feels helpless, she wants to reach out. And I just want to give a special thank you to my cousins, Marco and her amazing husband. I'm sorry, Tiffany and her amazing husband, Marco. You guys are unbelievable. They lived in West Hollywood and got out of their car and went to start looking on the streets for Gizmo. And we received the phone call from the lady who found Gizmo. Her name was Ingrid. And I just want to say thank you to Ingrid as well. She's an angel. She found our dog. She happened to work on a rescue center, found our dog, stopped on the freeway illegally, not only to help her and make sure she was okay, but she documented the whole thing. And to kind of give us a little bit of closure, just because that doesn't always happen, and it sucks to not know and be like, what if? So we're thankful for that, and I don't know, we're thankful that my cousin was able to do this and bring back Gizmo to our house, and it's just a loss.
It was a lot. There was a Rover app, and hi Britt, my girlfriend Brittany and I, she found our original dog sitter years ago based off of Rover. So I've never had like a bad, even though I hadn't personally used it, I didn't think to look up Rover horror stories or anything like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
It's not something you think about. It's like when you see 5 stars and you see the most downloaded app on the internet, you're like, they must be legit. And even screening and looking at all of her reviews, it's like you just never know. And it's just a weird turn of events to go from the happiest you've ever been to like complete loss.
yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm so thankful to have you in this moment, and it's crazy.
It's weird. I think I told you guys in one of my vlogs, my Aunt Mona, who I have a tattoo of, was my first loss in my life, and it was intense, and Nick was strong for me through that. And it's a weird first time in our relationship where we're both hurting, so it's like we're trying to be strong for each other. But I don't know. I don't know. Losing a dog is a bit different. It's weird being home. Like normally during our lives, she'd be sitting here snoring, and I'd be like, "Gizmo, shut up! They can hear you." And it's just like devastating. My whole concern is just the lack of concern on this dog sitter's voice. None of the story added up. They found my dog 5 miles away from the dog sitter's house, and she didn't have a leash on, but the lady said she did, and this like none of it adds up. We're so confused. It's been,
and the fact that they're like, your dog is super fast. Gizmo tore her ACL and had the Kobe Bryant full ACL reconstructive surgery. We had to do puppy water aerobics to gain back strength. They're like, the girl can't run away from her shadow, and it's, this is all like reliving in different ways.
Yeah.
But it's insane, and we were not sure what to do, and just the love and support for Ashley in that moment when she reached out from everyone in the community, whether you're family, friends, work friends, or like this new community. It's beautiful, man. It's really crazy. It's super competitive, and you don't think people are gonna do this. It's wild.
Yeah. We just wanted to, thank the theme park community, because a lot of you guys don't know us personally. You know us from our vlogs, and thanks for being here and sending us all the sweet wishes and notes. And my friends and my family, I shared our story on Facebook. We're just trying to gain awareness, because I feel, when I sat and thought about it, I feel like this is very intense, and I feel like this is serious. And I sat here and I'm like, it's a dog, but it's my dog. Like it is serious.
It's very serious, and there are a lot of benchmarks with Gizmo. I mean, it was the first dog we had. We got a new apartment because of her. It's something bigger. We moved in here together. Mouse Vibes was started with her.
It's, I've heard about it forever, and this is what we signed up for when you get a pet. But I think how shocking this is, because it wasn't like she had cancer and we got to put her down, which, a lot of people are saying that's worse, but like, it's just sudden shock. Like, I handed her to this woman and said, "Bye, Gizzy, I love you," and then got a call and she's dead on the road. And they just keep replaying that she's wandering the streets, wondering why we abandoned her, and I know I shouldn't go there.
No.
And everybody told me that dogs live in the moment, and that's not what they're thinking. Like, dogs are in the moment. She was just probably scared, but yeah, we wanted to share this with you guys. We didn't want to skip our live. We might skip videos for this
I think
week.
For sure we're gonna take some time, at least a week, to figure out what's going on. And for everyone who is usually here for like Disney and Universal content, we really appreciate you guys being here. And not only is like what we live is like life is tragic, but it's also like give people their flowers. And if you're like watching and I don't know, hold on.
If you guys are watching and you feel inclined to share this, if you feel inclined to share my Facebook, my Facebook post that I made public, please do so. If you know anybody that can help in this situation or has advice. Like, we just feel like this is serious and we don't really know what to do. And we like woke up this morning and the dog bed is there and our dog's not there, and it's weird. And the shout out to Rainbow Cremation Center. They were amazing. They came and picked her up last night. This might be funny. This was so weird. So when Tiffany and Marco brought her over, there was no cremation centers open, so we had to put her in our freezer, which like freaked me out. I was like, oh my gosh, but that was what the lady said to do. So then the cremation center guy showed up at 10 o'clock last night, takes her out of the freezer, which is just so weird. But
we walked her down.
We walked her down. We had a moment. We said our prayers, and then he gave us her collar, and it had streetcar marks on the collar. Oh, sorry. Oh God. Sorry.
It's all right. It's just a lot. It's we're thankful to have everyone here, and again, the love and support in this chat. Like, this isn't like one of those, hey, we're here to do this and get clicked. This is real. And we really didn't want to do this today, but all you guys coming out and doing this.
I know, it's like we have a Disney travel themed YouTube, and it's like, where do you draw the line of like, oh my God, because it's like, it's real. When I'm at the parks, I'm happy and I'm energetic, but like, we're human, and that's what I posted on our Instagram story. Like, we're only human, and this is real. Like, I've never felt this pain in my life. Like, this is so intense. Like, I've never felt this pain before, and it's weird being in the house without our dog. It's so quiet. We're gonna go back to Nick's family's tonight because I can't be in the house. Like, it's just weird. Like, it's just so weird. I've never lost an animal before. No. This is weird.
It's just, and to go to the parks this week and try to keep busy. I understand, like, we gotta do something to keep our minds focused and keep going every day, but it's like, dude, I don't know if I can go review a churro this week or tell you how long Jurassic World is. Like, that's the last thing I want to do. And I know that all this kind of Disney news, we're all here for theme parks, and it's freaking beautiful that we love something, but I like to get that news at Disneyland was a blow. And I know what people are gonna want news, like there's stuff popping tomorrow. We know, like, we've been waiting for this annual pass thing.
Yeah.
And it's gonna blow up tomorrow, but we just wanna, like, also, like, as much as we're getting love from you guys, we want to share love with other people that we really support. So everyone in the chat, we love you and thank you for being here. And if you need Disney content, not only for tomorrow and the next week or whatever, these are some of our favorite content creators. Definitely go check out Tony and Danny, our favorites, our loves over at Mouse Park Insider. They're going to keep you up to date on everything. Our buddies Jay at Diamond Boy, that's Diamond BOI 20. He is a legend. He's going to cover you on everything. David Vaughn at David Vaughn. Danny at Just Ask Danny. Gabe and Nikki at Theme Park Duo. JP at JP Land 21. Grant at Project Theme Park. And Andrew at Let's Park It. Everyone, thank you guys. Go follow all of them.
It's there's this like notion of like, oh, the show must go on type of thing, you know what I mean? And like, oh, it's important, like you're building your brand, and like I will never be the person that can fake the funk, and I feel like you guys know that. Like, you've seen if I get an attitude on camera with Nick in the parks, you see if I'm annoyed. I'm only and always true to myself, and we just felt like we wanted to share this. I saw a super chat in here. Thank you, Damien. We really
thank you,
appreciate
Damien. You're amazing, guys. Thank you for all being here. Being here right now is just incredible. I didn't think doing this thing from our little guest bedroom, this would help, to have an outlet to be heard and to share this with you guys. Again, this is.
But if any of you know,
insane.
if anybody like has any advice or like knows someone that can help or anything, I don't exactly know what I'm asking, but like any way we can spread this news everywhere, that would be great, to spread awareness. We don't want this to happen to, like, we're a nice couple from Burbank, California that trusted something, and it ended in like a sudden tragic freak accident that we have to live with forever. And I don't want this to happen to anybody ever again. Like, you shouldn't have to not trust somebody with your animal. If you put your child or an animal in someone's care, they should absolutely treat it like your own. And if you don't know, if it's a new pet in your care and you don't know its idiosyncrasies or characteristics, you keep it at home, or you call somebody and ask them, I'm going to put your dog in the car, so they can say no. Yeah.
It's wild. You can do all the right things in life and things happen, and just do your part, guys. Research as much as possible. And if you are in the care of other people, whether it's, babysitting, dog watching, whatever it may be, just make sure you're giving its full attention. I know the world is crazy right now with pandemic and everything, and there's people have stuff in their life. I get it. But just make sure you care and you're there for other people. And if you have other people right now, or there's someone you haven't called recently, life is short.
Yeah, it definitely made us realize that things can happen at any moment, and the amount of strangers that reached out that said they had a similar situation was pretty alarming. So it's alarming that so many animals around the world have died at the care of this app and its sitters. It's honestly, but we know that people have had great experiences. So it's like, when I'm sitting here blaming myself, which I know I shouldn't, there's thousands of people that have great experiences. A bunch of my friends are on Rover as dog sitters. It's like, it was a freak accident. We keep wondering why. I just keep crying, why did this happen to us? Like, not to be selfish, but like, what did we do wrong that
you didn't do anything
that this
wrong.
happened?
You didn't do anything wrong, Ash. Again, this is like, well, I totally believe in karma, but this is one of those instances where I don't. Like, you can seriously do everything right, and sometimes you're gonna eat it. And as you get older, and this is such a nerdy thing, it only gets kind of more difficult, and the heartache for losing or just having to deal with adult stuff just gets harder.
Yeah, this is adulting to the fullest. Thank you, McJune.
Thank you
really
so much.
Appreciate it. But I'm doing, it's been a little over 24 hours. I'm trying not to blame myself, but I keep blaming myself. I got no sleep last night because I just kept thinking about her in the streets, scared, wondering why we abandoned her, but I need to get that out of my mind. My dog, she was a rescue. We didn't know her previous life. She was anxious. She was an anxious dog. Oh, we didn't know. I don't know, but if any of you know anybody that can help, or you think this is serious enough to, I don't know, but
I'm not trying to get crazy here, guys. This isn't revenge. This is moving forward and being helpful towards other people and what we can do. This is something I don't know how to Google or figure out. Gizmo was our dog.
Yeah, we have, I didn't agree with this because I'm not ready, but we have her little t-shirt and flowers right here. And
yeah, thank you, Tara and Chelsea, for sending over flowers. These ones are actually from Tara. Chelsea's thing was this big and I couldn't fit it, but I love you, Chelsea. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, this is what happened with Rover and one of their independent contractors. In a flash, our baby, beautiful, wonderful angel of a dog is dead. And it's tough. And Rocky D, your group of friends should be all the bit, and that's what's hard. I never asked my friends because I always felt like it was a burden. You know what I mean? I just didn't think. I was just like, it's my responsibility. I shouldn't shove my dog on people. And we did have an original great sitter, and she wasn't available. And then this weird freak accident happened, and it's just so. This is the weirdest feeling in the world, you guys. I just feel so sad. And we moved into this apartment with our dog, and it feels so lonely. It's so lonely and weird in here.
Yeah, we both are working from home. Ashley's been doing it since the pandemic, and Gizmo has been her ride or die every day. It's gonna be weird. Normally we would be when we're feeling blue, nothing this extreme. It's let's go to Disneyland or let's go do things. But it's one, I don't know if trying to do that right now is too much. And we got the news at Disney, which is
yeah, that was a weird thing. A couple of my friends are how do you feel about that? And I mean, I'm going to be honest. I have a therapist that I speak to weekly because I think mental health is super serious. And I spoke to her today, and she was just like, it doesn't matter where it happened. Like, Disney and theme parks, your guys' happy place. And you guys could have been anywhere. You could have been at your best friend's birthday party. It doesn't matter where it happened. It happened, and where it physically happened was away from home, and it's fine. I keep worrying if we found the Uber earlier and gotten to her quicker, but it seems like the whole thing happened within an hour.
It happened super quick. And again, guys, just be careful out there with anything you're doing. I know, like, in this day, an app is, the most efficient way, they say, or doing the right thing, but just do your due diligence, cross-reference, make sure. And even if the app has 5 stars, just read in, guys.
Yeah,
don't trust the first thing you see. And
just do word of mouth and through your friends. Our original dog sitter, who we love, we found on Nextdoor and screened her and everything. I'm really trying hard not to blame myself.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And
thank you, Mindy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
thank you,
guys,
Mindy.
being here and seeing us be like this is not.
I know, like every week I have like makeup and
energy,
and I just like I don't have it in me. Like I feel broken. Like my sweet dad.
I know, baby. I know.
But yeah, again, we wanted to make this short and sweet. We're probably going to be slow on the content this week, and we know we're going to grieve. We're going to get back out there. We know that the new annual pass situation is being announced tomorrow, and we'll be back on social and stuff. We're just going to go be with Nick's parents tonight because we can't be in the house. It's too quiet and weird. And then my mom's coming into town tomorrow because, I'm in my 30s, and I called my mom at 4 a.m. screaming mommy. So I need my mom, and yeah. So thank you guys. We love you. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here with us.
All our friends who reached out, all our family, everyone who is in this community, we love you guys. And I honestly thought starting this, it was going to be a bunch of Mickey talk and stuff like this, but this is real stuff, and you guys are here supporting Ashley and I, and that's unbelievable, man. It brings tears when I was thinking about it. It's really crazy.
Yeah. I'm just going to say one more story before.
Yeah, please.
So, thank you, MC Junebug. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know I said this would be short, but yesterday when we got to the house, it was so quiet, so we were like, let's go grab a drink. And I know that I don't need to find answers or a silver lining right now. Like, I need to grieve, but Nick and I were sitting having a cocktail, and I was crying, and I get up to go to the bathroom, and this woman followed me in the bathroom crying, and she gives me a hug. I don't know this woman, and she goes, I'm so sorry, I was eavesdropping on your conversation. My dog passed a couple months ago, and this might be too soon, but I want to let you know everything happens for a reason, and your baby this might have been her time, because there's a dog out there that needs your love more, and that might be the purpose. So hopefully that's it. And I told you guys I hated dogs, and now I love them, and I just want to save every dog so when the time is right. But like, we love you, Gizmo, and we love you, and you brought us closer together, and we just love you.
That's like the biggest thing. It's like you get a dog and you're like, this dog, right? And you don't realize how attached, but the dog taught us both patience and how to mature an adult. Like, I never looked up an ACL surgery, especially for a dog, and there were plenty of people that helped us along the way.
Yeah.
I mean, our friend Letty for helping us find the dog initially. The great person who dropped her over to us, Miss Soon, who was her groomer and gave her blueberry facials, Rocky for always watching her. There was plenty of people as a village, and we just want to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you guys for being here. We'll be back next Monday. We're going to take a break from content this week and just be together and heal. But yeah, we felt it was important to share our story tonight. Hopefully the word can get spread about Rover app and what happened. And and we'll be back next Monday. Probably still sad, but maybe a bit more of pep in our step. And again, if there's anyone you can share this with, please.
Yeah, please share this out to people. And if you have a story similar, reach out to Ashley and I. You can do it on whatever social platform. Our email's in there as well in the link. Again, guys, we really appreciate everyone being here and the outward support from everyone. I mean, there's so much family in here, but it's like, dude, Johnny's in the chat right now. Like, he's family. I haven't talked to him forever, and the fact that he's here is like, that's a stand-up guy. Or Andrew Sanchez, he's my bro for 15 years. It's just really cool to have friends here, new friends like Joe and Betty, and my family like Steph in here. It's wild. This is it starts off for like theme parking, and you guys are here to kiss care, and that's so cool.
So thank you guys. Thank you for the messages. We appreciate you being here and listening to this weird freak accident that happened, and hopefully something can be done and we can spread the word and get this out there about this tragic incident, because there's hundreds of dogs out there that's happened to, and it's not okay. And if you drop your kid off or your dog or animal off with someone, they should treat it like their own and not let this happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Nana. I love you so much for being here and supporting us always, and thank you for that. That's so sweet. Again, guys, love your people. Tell them, call them, give people their flowers while they can smell them. And Gizzy girl, we love you.
Yeah, this is for Gizmo. We love you. Thank you, guys.